So what's responsible for this program is the DNA and the genes. According to researches, there are oncogenes, which are genes they're responsible for a group of genes which are responsible for cancer. They exist, meaning that a person's born, he already pre-knows. This is what look, in each and every cell, and in each and every part, and in the whole body, there is cancer. Each and every one of us has it. Meaning that if you have a will to receive, which is our entire body, or the whole of creation, inside this will to receive exists a program that's called Câncer, which is the will to receive that breaks out and takes no one and nothing into consideration. This is him in nature, and besides him, there's another program in order to shut down the will to receive, to tie it down and control it and manage it and lead it in the preferable way toward the goal, towards realizing the entire system, which is called the Creator, the higher force. And therefore, if we were to develop for a long time, in our world, suppose, we would always reach this illness, the disease, this cancer. Let's put it this way. There's cancer in each and every one of us. Only that they develop for 200 years, 500 years, 3,000 years, and therefore we don't know about them. I live for 70, 80, 90 years, okay? And that's it. And then I pass away, meaning I don't allow this cancer to develop. This is the first thing. Another thing, on the one hand. On the other hand, because we develop from one generation to the next, what we get is that we have developed so much in previous generations that on our generation, this disease that passes on genetically in the program of the cells, that it has already developed in previous generations, and therefore, even though there is cancer that's supposed to develop for 1,000 years, then it's already in me in a state where it's ready to break out any moment. Yes, because in previous forms I've developed for many years, and today, in this life, I live, suppose, from 900 years to 980, 70, 80. The cancer that comes in heritage, so to speak, is responsible only for 5 to 10% of the cancer. It's not the kind of heredity that we're talking that comes from your parents. We're talking about what comes from previous generations. We're talking about the inner force of creation, not about the biological cells. Cancer is a program within nature. Therefore, don't take the cell and research the cells. You have to research the program. And here you're already getting into the spiritual research. I don't know, it's a completely new science that you have to open up. No, you can't open it up. It's closed and will remain closed. You can't break into it unless you become a Kabbalist. Unless when you will be a Kabbalist, then who knows? And so if it's a program which exists in nature, we know that nature always spreads in the best possible way, in the shortest way. From physics we can see, meaning all of the laws, they're the most optimum laws. How does it happen so that there's another program? That the general program of nature works in an optimum way, that's true, but in it there's this very special component, a given, which is man. That man doesn't work with that same program of nature, and then he brings into it a piece of information that works inside nature, and then nature, in order to straighten out this program, has to activate such systems that lead to cancer. Meaning cancer is a response of nature, or of God, you might say, which is one and the same, for how we function incorrectly, for us not wanting to develop correctly in accordance with the general program of creation. According to the wisdom of Kabbalah, the behavior of nature is a projection of man, yes, from what we see. So if a person is already ill with cancer, what does it mean? It only says about what's happening in general in nature, that this is how nature responds to our general function in accordance with the general program of bringing us to a corrected state. And the best, they're the first ones to be affected. So there is a kind of a correspondence between nature and man. I'd say that it's a kind of a form of compensation by nature, that nature has nothing further to do but to bring us this way to correction. This is how it speaks with man? Yes. What is the message of nature? Okay, nature is stronger than man. Okay, so the message is clear. If you correct your behavior, the illness, the disease will disappear. Cancer is a malfunction in the program that you don't want to follow the program of nature till the final correction. One more sentence, but why is it unique for the cancer disease? I can cure any other disease. Because we're talking about the program, the thought of creation, and therefore that is how it happens.